Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of a warm up today with the band, and then we're going to drop the band. We're going to do a little bit of kickboxing. Then we'll come back to the band. We'll do some strength training, and then at that point, I'll show you what we're going to do with the band. So if you have the band and you have the small loops, great. If you don't, we'll be using this one. I'll just show you where you're going to tie it to use it. Okay, so we're going to use it for like around our foot and around our legs when we come down to the floor, okay? All right, so let's hold the band first. We're gonna be standing up nice and tall. You're gonna be holding the band a little wider than your hips. We'll start out here just breathing. We're gonna pull the band apart as your arms stretch out wide. And then let the band release as your arms come closer together. Take them up over your head again, pulled apart. Get that stretch. Lean back, maybe take a little bit of a back bend here. Reach your arms up high. We'll go into some side bends. Back up to center, side bend other way. And center. Let's go back to that first side again, and then we're going to hold it there. We're going to just gently pull your left arm down and up. So not very far, maybe a few inches down, or maybe 5 or 6 inches. Just kind of pulse it out. Return to center, lengthen up. Go back to the other side here. And then using the right arm, just pulling it down a little bit, up and down. Come back up to center, big stretch here again. And then back to the chest and pull apart. Breathe, release. And then we're going to go into diagonal. So we're going to pull diagonally apart, come back to center, diagonal apart the other way, and then one more each side, apart and apart. All right, and then just roll the shoulders out. You can drop your band, shake out the arms, breathe in, circle the arms up. And we'll take a one forward fold, come all the way down, touch the floor, and then roll up, pressing into your feet. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Relax the shoulders. All right, so we'll start with a nice little cardio warm-up. We're going to go into the kickboxing, which I'll show you what we're going to be doing. But let's just start out just moving the legs, pumping the arms, just starting to get blood pumping. And that cardiovascular system start to move a little bit, increasing the heart rate, breathing rate. So just take whatever modifications you need today. If you start, to feel like you're out of breath, getting too winded, just back it down a little bit. Take some deep breaths. Just make sure you're always breathing in through the nose, out through the nose or mouth. So you're not like gasping for breath here. All right, we're going to take our legs wide together and step out wide, step together, step out wide, step together, out, in, out, in. We'll go with the other leg as the lead leg, stepping out with that one first, bringing it in, out, in. Last one. And then march, pump the arms. So from here, if you want to, we can go into a little bit of like a pretend jump rope. So we just kind of get your rope going, and you can just do little hops, little skips. You can keep it to a light jog if you want to, or you can just, I like to kick my feet a little further forward. This brings your heart rate up a little higher, so you can try it. If you don't like it, just go back to the marching, still keep the arms rotating around like you're using your jump rope. Right, so you can do this, or you can add the little skips. Deep breaths in through the nose, exhale out. More seconds here, and then just pause, shake it all out. And then we're going to move from side to side. So we're going to be stepping out wide in a little squat position and together, legs straight. So squat, together, squat, together. And go the other way. So go your whole length of your mat, maybe a little beyond it. Squat, together. Go the other way again. Warming up the legs. Last one, squat together, squat together, squat together. We're going to end in the middle. So just get yourself back to the center of your mat. Standing up tall. All right, so heart rate's up there, mine's getting up there a little bit. So we're going to go into our kickboxing. We're going to go from one exercise to the next. So we're just going to kind of flow through it. We'll go through each one twice. All right, so the first one we're going to do, I'll show you the punches that we're going to do right now. It's called the hook, right? So the hook is the elbow stays bent the whole time and you're just kind of bringing it in front. It's really nice to use your exhale for this one. So it's like that. So it's really sharp. It's a sharp movement. Use your abdominals. And this is called the hook. So just kind of practice the hook. And we're going to use that in the next part. All right, so this is the hook. And we're going to put it together with a step back lunge. So it'll be the same arm, same leg. So you're going to be hook. You're going to hook and step back at the same time. So it looks like this. Hook and hook. Right, so we'll do that on the same leg and then we'll alternate. Right, so start here, just hook, step back. So it's and the other arm is going to be your guard arm. So anytime you're like protecting yourself, you have to always have your guard up, right? So that one stays in that guard position as you're using the hook on your right side. Hook and step back on the right foot. And then your left foot is staying stationary and a little bit of a bent knee. And your right arm is your guard arm, okay? We're going to switch that. So we're going to go to the other side. So now your right arm is going to be your guard arm. You're going to be bending your right knee. And we're going to be hooking with the left, stepping back with the left. So it's hook, hook. So it's a nice, sharp, quick movement. Your hook is very powerful. Usually people use it right when you punch somebody, like right in the ribs. In the jaw, ouch. One more on this side. And then stand up nice and tall. We're going to do that. The next set, we're going to do that alternating. Okay, so we just do one side at a time. The next time we come back to that, we're going to be alternating sides. So we'll be hooking, and it'll be a little more complex, but you guys will know how to do it already. All right, so the next one we're going to do is high-low punches. So we're going to be in a little bit wider stance, and you're going to be doing like some play squats. All right, so play squats we know. We're going to add punches to this one. So we're going to do high-low punches. So one arm's going to be up by your face. Remember, you always have to guard your face so nobody kicks you in the face or punches you. The other arm is going to be punching up, punching down. So it looks like this. Legs will be straight. You're going to punch up. You're going to bend, punch down. So it's up, down, like this. You're punching up, you're punching down, punching up, punching down. It's really helpful if you have your eyes on your fist as you're punching. So you have a target. So you're looking where you're punching. And the punch is quick. Punch, 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 punch. We're going to switch sides. So we're going to be punching up, punching down, up, down, really quick. Punch, punch, up, down, up, down, up, down. One more. Up and down. Good. And the next time we do that, we're going to add a little bit more zip to it by going up onto our toes and perhaps even add a little hop to that too. So we'll see how we go. All right. So the next one we're going to do is going to be a just like a little bit of a punch. So we're going to do jab, punch, and then we're going to go shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Jab, punch, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. So we're going to be going back and forth. Ready? So you'll start with your jab. Your jab is going to be your right arm first. So it's jab, left arm punches, shuffle. And then where you jab on this side, you're going to jab with your left, right. Okay, so whatever arm is closest to the side of your mat, that's your jabbing arm. The one that's coming across is your punching arm. So you always jab first, then punch. Okay, so it's jab right, punch left, shuffle. And then this side, it'll be your left arm will jab, and then your right arm punches. Shuffle, 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 jab, punch. Shuffle, 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 jab, punch. Shuffle, 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 jab, punch. Keep going. Jab, punch. Keep your guard up while you're shuffling. Jab, punch, guard up, shuffle, 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 punch, shuffle, 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 jab, punch. Last one, shuffle, 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 jab, punch. Okay, wasn't that fun? Now we're gonna come to the center. We're gonna go back into a squatting position and we're gonna do our punching bag, which is super fast. So you ever seen those round punching bags and you see guys punch, 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 they're really fast and the bag's just going around and around. That's what we're doing. We're gonna punch bag. So it's super fast, not very long. We're gonna squat down and we're gonna just hit our punching bag super fast. Punch, 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 really super fast. Breathing in and out. Keep punching really fast. Get that punching bag really moving. Gotta breathe in, exhale, last one. And pause, shake it out. All right, so we're gonna do that whole thing again. We're starting with those hooks with the step back. Remember I said we're gonna be alternating sides this time. So you're standing up. We'll start with the right side. So you're gonna have your guard up on your left. So we're gonna do hook, step back. Put your guard up right away. Hook, step back. Switch, switch. So it's hook and hook. Hook, and once you got it, you can go faster. So it's better if you stay with the knees bent because it's easier for you to step back with those legs as you're doing your step back and hook and hook, hook, hook. Keep going, keep breathing. Couple more. Last one. And done. All right. So those high lows, remember, so you're going to start in your wide plie squat. All right, we'll start with guard up on the left, and we're going to do punch up, punch down. All right, when you're ready, we're going to punch up, punch down. We'll start slow. We're going to speed it up, down, up, down, up, down. Switch sides, up, down, up, up, and switch again, up. Add your heel lifts, squat, heel lift, squat, heel lift. Last one, up, down, switch, up, heel lift, down, heel lift, and down, up and down. Keep going. Up and down, switch. This time, if you want to, you could add a little hop, right? So you're gonna go up, down, up, down. You can stay with either variation, heel lifts or just staying with feet flat. Hop or heel lift or hop. Last one, up, down, switch. And again, you can do your heel lifts or hops or just stay with your feet flat. Up and down, and up, and up. Good, last one, up and down, good. All right, check your heart rate. You have your watch on check, make sure everything's good, march it out a little bit. All right, remember we're gonna do those jab punches with the shuffles to the side. All right, so standing up, preparing, having your guard up, you're gonna jab right, punch left, shuffle to the other side of your mat, set up and jab left, punch right, and shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Jab, punch, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Jab, punch, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Jab, punch. Jab, punch. Keep going. A lot more cardio today, guys. Stepping it up a little bit. Really strong. We've been doing this for a long time. It's our pandemic workout, right? You got this. Keep going. Take a break if you need to. Last one, back and forth. Jab, punch. Jab, punch. Come to center. We're going to go right into our speed bag. Punch, 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 punch. Really fast. Punch it out. I can say somebody's name that you're punching, but you think I know who I'm talking about, I think, right? Punch harder. Breathe. Very good. Shake it out. Whew. All right. Get a drink. We're going to go into some strength training next. right, so we'll be using our band for this one. We're gonna try to hit all the muscles. We'll start out with the legs first. So you're gonna hold your band at the ends, set it down on the floor, step on top of it. Feet can be a little bit wider. You can stretch it out a little bit there. And we're gonna be holding the bands in our hands. So you could hold them parallel. You could also crisscross them. Doesn't matter because we're just gonna be holding them right here and we're not changing the arms. We're all legs here. So you totally pick what you like. All right, so we're gonna hold the bands like right in the center of your chest. We're gonna bend those knees, squat and stand. Arms do not change at all. They stay right here. This is all legs, guys. Bend and straighten. Really push those feet down. Hips go back. You're using your quadriceps here and your glutes really strong. Up and down. Bend your knees. Straighten your legs. Keep breathing. Big muscles. Really strong. Okay, we're gonna hold it down there. So we're gonna hold for 3, 2, 1, and stand. And again, 3, 2, 1, stand. 2 more like that. 3, 2, 1, stand up. Last one. 3, 2, 1, and stand. And then we're gonna go right into bicep curls from here. So you can keep your feet just as they are. You're gonna separate your hands and we'll have the thumbs on top. We'll go into hammer curls. So we're gonna do full range of motion to begin. Bend your elbows, straighten your elbows. So you're standing nice and tall, breathing in and out through the nose. So we did cardio. Now we're doing strength, which comes right behind it, but still get your heart rate up, but in a different way, right? You might even start to feel like you're sweating a little bit. All right, so now we're gonna hold it up there. So bend, hold, release. So 3 count hold. 3, 2, 1, straighten. 3, 2, 1, straighten. And again, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. You can feel your biceps. Last one, hold it and release. Good, roll the shoulders down, shake it out. All right, rows are next. You can do this a couple of different ways. So if you want to do this seated on your ball, you're welcome to do that, or you can sit in a chair. The other option is to actually just stagger your feet and go into your rows, but you can sit on this one if you want to. Choke up on your band quite a bit because your back muscles are fairly strong and you should be able to pull a lot of weight here with those arms. So you're kind of leaning forward a little bit. So if you're sitting on the ball, just make sure you hinge forward a little bit and you're holding that band tight between your legs, your feet. All right, so we're gonna be pulling back, squeezing those shoulder blades and releasing. So we're gonna do 10 and then we'll do those 3 count holds. So there you go, that's 3. Okay, and then we're going to go into the 3. So 3, 2, 1, release. 3, 2, 1, release. 3 more of these. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. And then last one here, pull and hold. Good, and then release it, step forward. So your triceps are next. And what we're going to do with the triceps, the same thing. You can either have a seat with this one, or you can do it standing, and you can have 1 foot or both feet on it. We're going to do kickbacks. So I'm just going to put it underneath my opposite foot that I was using for my rows. You're going to prep the arms by pulling them back, and then you're pushing your arms straight. So it's just bending and straightening. Your elbows like a hinge, right? So it's pushing back. So you feel this in the back of your arms. Try to keep your shoulders away from your ears. If you're doing this on the ball seated, you're just hinging forward again like you were doing those rows before and just straightening the arms behind you. So kickbacks, back of your arms, nice and strong. Okay, 2 more like this, and then we'll go into those 3 count holds. All right, so ready? We're holding it back. 3, 2, 1, bend. 3, 2, 1, bend. 3, 2, 1, bend. 2 more. 3, 2, 1, Last one, hold and release. Good. Chest is next. And then this one you could use your ball if you want to roll out on it, or you can just come down to your knees and do your push-ups from here. So we are going to be doing 15 of them, and the last 5 are going to be the 3-count holds on the down portion of it. All right, so if you're using your ball, you're rolling out on it. And if you're on your hands and knees, you can shift weight forward to your arms. So you're in like a modified plank position. And we're going to lower down and press up. We're doing 10, 9, 8, 7. Really push that floor away. 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. And then we're going to go down and hold for 3. So it's down, 2, 3, up. 2, 2, 3, up. 3, 2, 3, up. 4, 2, 3, up. Last one. 5, 2, 3, up. And then stretch. Right, take a nice stretch for your shoulders. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, time for band alteration if you don't have one of these guys. So even if you have one of these for this next one, and you might be easier to do it this way anyway. So go ahead and make a loop for your foot at one end of your band. So you're going to tie it up in a knot at the end. And this is going to be for your foot, so it does not have to be very big. We're going to be working our glutes and hamstrings here. All right, so tie it tight so it doesn't come undone. Then you always struggle at the end of class, like how do I get this knot out? But yeah, get it nice and tight. And while you're there, if you want to tie it at the other end, a little bit bigger loop that's going to go around your thighs, go for it. Tie it there too. Or you can wait till we get to that part. Doesn't matter. I figured I'd just get it all done at once while I'm recovering from the weights. Okay. Tie it real tight. Make sure it's nice and snug. All right, so the end that's got the small loop on it, we're going to put it around your foot. So you could do this standing up using a chair, or you can use the wall, or you can come down to your knees, or even forearms. I might do forearms too. So I'll show you what that looks like. Your foot band's going to go around your foot, so right around the center. And then you're going to be holding the band with the same hand. So right foot, right hand, holding the band. So actually, if you put the loop at the other end, you can put it around your wrist and kind of grab onto it there so it doesn't fly away from you. And then what we're going to do is we're going to be doing kickbacks with our foot, right? So foot's flexed, and you're going to do kick and return. So remember, we're doing kickboxing today. So this is working your muscles that you use to kick with. So your glutes and your hamstrings are firing as you kick and kick and kick. So it's got some power behind it. It's not just little kicks like this. It's strong kick and kick like that. So that's what we're doing. Remember, you can do this on the chair with your hands on the chair if you don't want to come down to your knees. And if your wrists get tired, you're welcome to lower to your forearms and do these guys. We're doing 20 of these guys. So counting them out, I've done about 10, so I got 10 more. So if you're with me, you still got more to go. If you're just starting, you've got a lot more to go. So don't cheat yourself out of these. These really work really well. You should start feeling some burning sensation in your glutes because they're working. Okay, so just let that happen. A little fire is good, as long as it's not pain. Last one, kick and release. And then just take a stretch here. Reach the hips back. Come forward and then switch over to your left foot and left hand with the band. Switch it over. Goes right around the middle of your foot there. Sometimes this is the most awkward part, is getting that band around your foot. Okay, so you're choking up on it. You want to make sure the band is nice and taut, because if it's too loose, you're not going to feel anything. So it's like, make sure you feel something, because you're doing the work. You might as well get something out of it, right? All right, so again, we're kicking out. Kick. Pretend there's somebody behind you that you don't really care for that much. Maybe it's just a piece of furniture. I don't know. Just kick it. Kick. Kick. Nice and strong. Breathe out from the mouth. You can feel your abs working here. You should feel the full body, even though you're just working your legs, you should feel it in your whole body. Nice and strong abs as you kick and kick and kick. You can kick higher if you want. Kick. Gets a little more into the glutes. Yeah, there you go. Feel it. I'm feeling it. Breathe. 2 more. And release. Stretch it out and take the band off. Pop it off. All right. Loop time. So you're going to use the bigger loop that you made at their band, or you're using your ring here. All right. You're going to put it around your forearms like this, or around your forearms like this. Okay. You can do this standing up. You can do this seated. It's mostly for the shoulders. So the little handcuffs here. So get it down right above your wrist. Palms are facing each other, and we're going to pull apart. Release. So it doesn't have to move very far. You can feel this right away in those shoulders. Out. Out. Slow it down. So these bands can be pretty strong. These little loopy things can be pretty strong. Mine's are pretty strong. It's like a medium weight, but the heavier ones can be really hard to pull apart. The lighter ones are a little easier. So just depending on your band strength. If you can get your arms further apart, then go ahead and do that. All right, so now we're gonna bring the arms up in front of your chest, still having those elbows bent 90 degrees, and we're gonna pulse, pulse, pulse apart. So we're working the shoulders. And we didn't do the shoulders yet, so this is for the shoulders. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Good, now see if you can take it up a little higher. Maybe your elbows are right by your head, and then see if you can do it there too. Works different parts of your shoulder muscle. If it hurts, drop it back down. No shame in that. Okay, and then bring your arms down. Shake it out. Bring the band behind you. Put your hands in back there. A little different, right? So feel those shoulders opening up in the front, and we're going to do arms apart. Here, pull apart, apart, apart. Stand up tall, breathe. Shoulders are back and down. Pulse, pulse, pulse. 3, 2, 1, and go ahead and release it out. All right, next bit we're doing is going to be down the floor. We're going to go into some bridging. If you have this loop, you can put it around your legs. Okay, so if it goes up to your shins and you want to work there below the knees, you can. If it goes easily up over your thighs, you can work there. So it just depends on your band. Mine goes around it. It's not easy. What I'm saying is it's not easy when I get up there because I have to pulse against it. So either around the right below your knees or above your knees. You're going to lower down to the floor. We're going to be using it for our bridge pose today. All right, so get yourself set up here. Band is around your thighs. Arms are long by your side. Gaze is up at the ceiling. Feet are flat. All right, so we're going to come up and down into the bridge about 5 times, and then we're going to stay up, and then we're going to use the band. We're going to pulse out into it for 10. Okay, so we're going to go up and down first. So breathing in, exhale, let's lift, and lower, and lift, and lower. 3 more, up, and down, and up. Next one, we're staying up. So we're staying up, and we're going to do pulse, out, out, out. So we're pulsing out into the band. Pulsing out, pulsing out. Good, 10. And then go ahead and lift up a little higher and lower your hips down. Okay, so next thing we're going to do, we're going to actually be picking up one leg at a time like this. There's like a piston. You're bringing your knee in, release your foot down. Knee in, foot down, knee in, foot down. So this is down. You can also make this more challenging by lifting your hips up into a bridge and doing that same movement, right? So trying to keep your hips level, trying to keep them from shifting too much, right? So really keep your core engaged as you bring one knee at a time. You might find that this drifts a little bit up your thighs. So if it does, just go ahead and slide it back down. Mine was taking a little ride up, That's fine. That's going to happen. So pistons, just lifting one knee at a time, keeping your hips nice and strong. One more and release. Okay, bring your knees in and we're going to slide the band down. The next one is going to go around your feet, right? So you can have it around your feet. And then if you're using your regular band, same thing. The bigger hole is going to go around both of your feet. So here or this one. The legs are going to go up. You can support, if you want to put a little towel underneath your lower back, or you can just rock forward like this and put your hands underneath your lower back if you feel like it's too much strain there. So just have a little bit of support there underneath your lower back. All right, so your legs are up. We're going to do legs pulling apart. We're going to hold them apart and then we're going to pulse them out like this. So you're going to feel this in your outer thighs as you pulse your legs out. And then we're going to slowly bend the knees in, keep legs apart, push them out and up and bend. So push them out, keep pushing out against the band as you do this. Up, bend, out, up, and bend. We reverse it. Up first, then down, and then bend it in. So just be careful on that down part. Don't go too far. Keep your abs engaged. You'll feel this in your legs. You'll feel this in your abdominals as well. Nice and strong. 2 more. Down, up, and in, and up. Down, bend in, and up. Beautiful. All right, take your hands out. We're going to put our hands behind our head. So we're going to create a little basket for your head with your hands. So go ahead and bend your knees in. Put your hands behind your head. And let your elbows go out wide. So we're going to sink the back of your head into your hands. Let it feel supported there. Take an in breath. As you exhale, we're just going to let your feet come down for a minute. Just let the band stay where it is. Just want to work on your chest lift here. So we're going to lift our head up. So your head feels heavy, right? But just let it drop into your hands. Let your abdominals lift your head up. And then slowly lower it down. We're going to do this 2 more times. So you're lifting your head up as you exhale. Lower the head as you inhale. If it feels like a too much strain on your neck, you're welcome to put a support behind your head or just skip this part of it altogether and just do the leg portion of it. All right, so we're going to lift up the legs in your tabletop position. Remember that band is still around your feet. All right, so we're going to do alternating legs. So remember, you're pushing out into the band. You have to keep your feet flexed here so the band doesn't go like a slingshot across the floor. So push out, pull in. Push out, pull in. So one leg stays stationary as one leg pushes out. And then if you want to add the head, you can lift that up, right? And then you can rotate your head to the leg that stays bent. And then you come back to center. And then you're switching. One leg goes out, your head rotates to the leg that's bent, come back to center. If you want to drop your head in the middle, go ahead and do that to take a rest. Lift it back up and then switch. And you can skip, remember, you can skip the head part altogether. So these are slow. They're not like your traditional bicycles that we did in high school. These are more controlled and they're called crisscross, and it's a Pilates exercise. And it's not easy, but it's very effective to work your abdominals and your obliques. We'll do 1 more each side. Good, and then let your head release. And then you can take that silly band off your foot. Good. All right, we're going to roll to the side. And we're going to set up for just a little bit more work on our glutes. Okay. All right, so you can use your band here, or you can just knot, whatever you want to do. You can use this one, the wider, the bigger band around your thighs, or you can use this guy around your thighs. I'm going to use this one this time. So you're going to pull it up just past your knees, right there. And you're laying on your side, either propping yourself up on your forearm, or you can come all the way down and support your head, just like this. Your knees are going to be bent at 90 degrees. So from your hip to your knee is one straight line. From your knee to your ankle is another straight line. So that's 90 degrees at the knee joint. All right, sit up here, nice and tall. Engage your lower like your oblique muscles here on the bottom, so you're not collapsing. And if you're up on your forearm, definitely keep that lifted there. We're going to keep our heels glued together. We're just going to lift up the top leg. So because you have the band on it, it's going to restrict the movement. If it feels like it's too much, it's causing you discomfort and pain, just take that band off and do it without it. It's certainly hard enough. We're just adding a little bit more resistance today. Okay, breathing in and out as you lift and lower, and you'll feel this. If you want to make it a little more challenging, pick up both your feet and do your clams. Right, that's going to change it a little bit, just a little. All right, clams. And it is pretty strong. I have a pretty strong, tight band on here. It's hard. You can barely get my legs apart. They're just tired. All right, last one. And then relax your feet. If they were lifted, tap it out. So tap out your thigh here, just little taps. All right, so let's go ahead and see if you can get that leg to straighten there. Keep the bottom leg bent. So push down onto the floor with your bottom leg. Let's lift up with the top. Right, so we're going to keep the leg not going too high, so not much higher than hip height. So you don't want it flying up to the ceiling. If you can get your leg up to the ceiling with this band on, congratulations. This is hard. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Nice. Hold it up there. We're going to circle the leg forward 5 times. Little tiny circles forward, little tiny circles back for 5. Beautiful. Now take your arm that's on top. We're going to stretch that up over your head, and I want you to reach the top leg back. So you're just finding some oppositional length, reaching out through the fingertips, reaching out through the heel. This should feel good. Breathe in and out, and then go ahead and release. We're going to make our way to the other side. All right, so maybe take your time to get there, come through center, and if you want to, if you didn't like the band, you can take it off or leave it there. Swing your legs around to the other side. I'm just doing this back around. All right, so again, you can be up on your forearm. I'm going to teach it this way, just in case you want to try it this way. Just make sure you're lifting up from your bottom ribs. Obliques are engaged, abs are engaged. Heels go together, knees at 90 degrees, and we're lifting that top leg up and up. So just like opening a book, working your glute muscles here. Glute medius, glute minimus, glute max. All those good hip stabilizers. Good. A couple more, and if you want to make it harder for yourself, lift both feet off the floor. Right. Make it a little harder, a little more challenging. Right away, you might feel that into that glute. If it feels too much, just put your feet down. All right, keep the bottom leg bent. Let's straighten out the top leg. We're going to lift and lower here. Again, check your rib cage. Is it sagging towards the floor? If it is, push down, lift up. Lot to think about. Okay, and then little tiny circles, 5 forward and 5 back. And then reach that leg back a little bit and stretch your top arm, oppositional stretch. Keep reaching them apart from each other. Breathe, bring it back in, and let's make our way up to seated. Take off that band, thigh band. See you later. Put it off to the side. All right. Sit with your feet together. Cobbler pose. Sit up nice and tall. And reach your arms up over your head. Clasp your hands. Turn your palms up towards the sky. Let's take a stretch. We'll go side stretch. Center. Side stretch, other side. Back to center. And then bend your right elbow. Take a little tricep stretch here. Reach both arms up, switch. And both arms up. Let your arms come down. We'll do a shoulder stretch. So bring that right arm across and just hold it in place. Breathe. Inhale, arms wide. Cross it over, other side. And release, bring your hands behind you. Lift your chest, stretch your legs out here. And bend your knees, reach up, take a forward fold, hold on to your legs, bend your knees, rock a little bit. Okay, slowly come up, and we're going to take our time to come up to standing. Roll yourself all the way up to stand. Once you get there, we're going to stretch out the legs, so we'll turn. You're going to step your right foot forward. Left foot back. Hands are going to go on your waist. Hinge forward, lift up your heel, bend your back leg, straighten your front leg. Hinge, feel the stretch down the back of your leg and your hip. Good, come forward, bend your front leg, straighten your back leg, and then put your hands right here on your waist. Press down into your back heel, feel the stretch down the back of your ankle, Achilles, calf. Step forward, switch. Right leg steps back. We're going to bend that back leg, straighten the front leg, lift up your toes, hinge forward, feel the stretch down your hamstrings. And then put your toes down, bend your front leg, straighten your back leg, drive down the back of your heel. Feel the stretch down to your calf, Achilles, foot. Okay, step forward. We'll stretch out the quadriceps, so you can use your chair, your wall, or you can just bend your knee up. We're going to hold on to the ankle, pull your foot back, drop your knee towards the floor. Nice quad stretch here, lengthen all the way down to your knee. You can rest your foot on the wall, you can rest your foot on your chair to get the same similar stretch there. Right. Quadriceps get super tight, so just make sure you're stretching them in some way, especially after all this work today. Switching sides, so knee bends up, we're going to hold on to the ankle, pull it back as your knee drops towards the floor. Right, you can back yourself up right into a wall, put your foot there, same thing. Getting that stretch in the quadricep, lean back, get that full stretch, hip flexor too. Hands can go to the wall, lean back into it. Okay, and then release it. Stand up nice and tall, reach your arms up high. Exhale, arms come down. And again, big breath in. And exhale. All right, great job today, guys. You did it, you finished it. And it was hard work today. I know we worked a little harder, the cardio piece of it, and a little bit more with the weights. So great job. And I will see you guys next time.